go.
Hi, Kat Chancellor here with Stamp Art Connection and StampArtConnection.com. I have a Z-fold card that I created and I'm combining products. I'm using the Pine Tree Trimmings bundle, which includes some dies and these lovely little pine tree domes to make a shaker card. And I'm using the Jolly Delivery suite, which includes dies and this lovely paper here to kind of create this fun fold. It's easy to put together. I use the DSP. There's little ephemeral cutouts that you can use, which always makes things easier when you're putting together a project. And it also includes some wonderful stamps that I colored using some stamping blends. The whole theme is Jolly Delivery is just letters and packages that are being delivered during the season, and I just like to kind of put that against like a really pretty Christmas card. So I have all the pieces and parts cut out to create some cards, and you're going to need the bundle, the paper, some sets. I also found some other paper in my stash. This is called Take a Bow, and it just offers some other patterns that I am going to use for my project, as well as the DSP from the Jolly Delivery. It's got some really nice patterns. One of my favorites of which, and there's the letters, but one of my favorites are these nice little kind of village scenes, and I'm using that to kind of create the band at the bottom of my card. I'm using real red cardstock. I'm using the DSP. I also have some extra pieces. I have some layered ovals. These are all part of the, gosh, they're really old sets that I have called layering ovals, and I just have using them to create the backing for the die that I'm going to use for the Christmas tree, and then as well as just some of the basic white cardstock for the sentiment in the back. I'm also going to have to pull in my little muffin tin here because there's so many little ephemeral pieces that you can kind of take advantage of for putting together any kind of theme or arrangement. Here are the little colored, some little envelopes and a little package there, as well as just cut out all the ephemeral pieces that come with the set, little mailboxes, and then all these cute little critters here they've got little notes, their notes in their hands, and then some of these over here that are just delivering letters, and they're really just kind of fun. So I kind of separated everything out. I popped them out. The DSP comes with 2 pages full of them, but I also stamped some mailboxes that come with the stamp set. This little spoon is for my gold shaker stars that I'm using for the inside of my shaker card. So I have my little spoon there, and I'm just gonna have fun. I've cut out several projects that I'm going to put together. You're going to need, this is 11 by 6, and I'm going to show you how to score that. This is 2 3/4 and wide by 11, and then this is 1.5 for your band. You have 2 panels here. One panel is 4 3/4 by 5 3/4. You will need 2 of them, and then this back panel is going to be 4 3/4 by 5 3/4. So 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. You'll need 2 of those, and then one 4 3/4 by 5 3/4. So this is 6 by 11. We're going to score it at 5 8 inches to create this fun fold this fun fold here that's going to measure, this card's going to measure 5 by 6. And it's a little bit smaller. The one that I saw demonstrated you needed a piece of cardstock 12 inches. I don't have the real red in 12 by 12, so that's why I kind of played around and made up my own measurements for this card. And then I designed it so that I could add this medallion here with the Christmas tree. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. For this tutorial, I'm going to make several cards, and I've already pre-cut all the pieces and parts, but I'm just going to kind of review them here. You're going to need a base card, and here I used real red, and that's 11 by 6, and I'm going to score at 5, and then I'm going to flip it around and score at 8 inches. And the same scoring measurements for the strip that goes on the front. Then you just simply make sure that your creases are well creased using a bone folder. The DSP, just select your coordinating pieces as you want. I think that the DSP that I selected has a lot of options, and their base panel for the back is 4 3/4 by 5 3/4, and then you'll need 2 panels cut at 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. And then the strip is 1.5 by 11. Okay, the most challenging part of this card is putting together our little Christmas tree. And what I've done is, like I said, I've took the layering ovals here. These are scalloped. And there's the larger size, which is about 3.5 inches. And then this one will fit right up below it about 3 and it's like 3.25 inches. Okay, so I cut my foil out of the scalloped one, and then I cut this. This is the back of where my Christmas card is going to go, and then I have a front piece, and this is the piece that's going to go over our Christmas little shaker domes that we have. So the way to do this is to grab this is a template, because I've cut some of these out, and I'm going to put this on the piece that I'm going to cut. I'm going to grab a piece of tape, and I'm going to be very careful to put this just so that you can see it's just right inside that, and you have to be kind of careful about moving it so that you can get just these little corners into the oval. And when you have that, just go ahead and tape it. Then take your die right here, and we're going to lay our die over that so that it fits. And you can see our edge is like right inside of that piece, so it looks like it's right outside, but it's really not. So and then when I lay this over this, I'm going to kind of line it up so that it fits. It kind of fits right there. And then grab another piece of this kind of mint tape here. And I'm just going to go ahead and tape that up. I'm going to run this through my machine. Grab my little tool here because I want to pick this up. There it is. See, and I got it just right. I'm just going to take off this washi tape. Now that is perfect. Okay, I've cut some others out that were just a little bit on the edge right there, and I think I can still work with it, but I just kind of want to show you that this was the technique that really kind of produced the best results. So this tree is going to go right on this piece here. Let's see. And it's going to be a little bit over, so we're going to have to trim that. And then this is going to go over it like this, and then this is going to go onto our foil. So you have a choice of what you want to do with this piece here based on the stamps that it has. So I'm going to use, let's see, in this one I just kind of used that, it's kind of a plainer one, and this is actually shaded spruce. I'm going to use this one that has much more detail on it. And again, I'm going to kind of put this here, and I'm going to grab my block. And that's going to go right in there. So I'm going to grab my shaded spruce. Kind of get that nice and inked up, and then I'm just going to very gently, I'm just going to stand above it, and I'm just going to lay it in there. See? And there it is. Now another trick is to turn it around like that. That way if you get any ink on it, it's on the other side. So I kind of took a bit of a risk there, doing it right on the front. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this piece on this first, because what I want to do is I want to turn it over, and I want to put the little shaker elements here. So I'm going to pull this off, this top piece off, and when I do that and I put that on this red piece or outside piece, you're going to be able to see where you need to trim. So just going to go ahead and put this piece right there. Let's grab, kind of press that down. Now this is where I'm going to trim those edges off here. I'm going to trim those edges off there. I still have enough adhesive backing there, because I'm going to now I'm going to fill this up with the little glitters, and then I'm just going to basically just place that right over like that, and it'll be, see that? It'll be perfect. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to open this up, and this is where my little spoon comes in. I have a little spoon here, and I'm just going to add the glitter to the inside of that, and then we're going to, oh boy. Alright, hold on. Let's figure this out. Okay. Well, this stuff happens, right? And let me get these glitter pieces here. Okay, and then let me just, I'm gonna have to use this tool and just kind of pull off pulling off these pieces on this tape. Okay, so there, I pulled those pieces off. And then let's do it again. Let me go ahead and pull this off. Okay, so I cleared the pieces from around there. I'm just going to go in here and I'm just going to add some more glitter. Got a little piece of paper in there. There, so I have my glitter. Now I'm going to place this right over the top and flip it around. And so there you go. I have my glitter pieces in my tree. Now if I want to, I can kind of trim some of this green from my edge right there where it shows up. Let me pick up some of these glitter pieces and put them back in there. And close that. Alright, now I can adhere that to this. And then we'll just put that right. Now, if I really want to get fancy, I take one of these. I can put that right there like that. So now I can pick, let's say this one, and we can put that right there. Or I can do this one. We can put that one right there. So let's go ahead and put together our trees. And I think I have, let's see, I have another one over here. I have two of these. Cut there. Okay, so I already have this one cut right here. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to grab my stamp. Okay, so I got that one. So we're going to flip that around like that. So do you remember this paper right here? Christmas tags? Well, in this paper pack that is in the Christmas tags and more, if you turn this around, it has these tags. What I did is I took my oval and I cut out the Christmas tree, and then I came over and I cut out this holly. So here's the Christmas tree and here's the holly. So this is what is going to go. Let me find I'm going to put this right here over that, and then I'm going to put this one right here over that, and that's going to be my background for these shaker elements. And then this, of course, is going to go on top of that, and then I think this one will work. It's going to go right there on top of that. And that is how I'm going to make those with the stars inside. But I just thought it would be a kind of a different look. Now I do have, this one got a little bit away from me here, but I think I can go ahead and kind of carefully glue this.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. We're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho ho ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face, and later we warm up by the fireplace. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day.
So let me just kind of show you my trees. So I think I want this one here to have that one. That's going to go there. Then this one is going to have this one here. We're going to do that like that. That'll be really pretty right there. So let's go ahead and glue those in place.
As we walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day, yeah. A Merry Christmas Day. Dance around the Christmas tree.
Okay, so now that I have that, I have these 4 cards. Now over here, I have "'Tis the Season" right here. I can also put it down here. And you can open this up, and we're going to have a sentiment that's going to go right here. Kind of like this one right here, "Sending Christmas Wishes." And I have a 1 1/3, 7/8 oval punch. I'm just going to punch that out. Now, wonder if I could grab this. I'm going to cut a bunch of So I'm just going to put those like right there, like that. So for example, this is going to have you know what I could do? Let's cut that in half. Let's do half here. Just kind of extend this a little bit. So here's the final card after I added all the little embellishments from the Jolly Delivery DSP, all the little ephemeral pieces. Mailbox, stamped these little envelopes, little delivery truck, and this itty bitty little mouse that I went ahead and kind of popped him out coming out of the window, and this wonderful owl delivering a letter. Then you open it up and it's really very simple. It was very easy to make. Of course, I'm using my wonderful little shaker card, and I used those Christmas tree, and you can see I put that little gem right on the inside. So that was the one I was finishing up off camera. I then made another one, and this one using the same Jolly Delivery DSP, and I just added just some more little ephemeral pieces, little rabbit, my little mouse, and the delivery truck, and then the owl, and that was those two using the ephemeral pieces. Now, just using the DSP, I did this one, and I love the lovely paper for this one. And then this was my original one that I used as my kind of like my sample. But in addition to these, I also made this card, and then I made one more using that wonderful DSP with the poinsettias, and I just added a couple of embellishments there. So there are the cards using the Pine Tree Trimmings and Jolly Delivery bundles that also come with these wonderful little tree shaker domes and the gold shaker stars. I hope I have inspired you to see just how simple it was to put these cards together, combining these products and creating some really beautiful Christmas cards. If you haven't already, please hit like. All products are available in my online store. I will have a link, and please go to my blog for project details. If you are looking for a demo, please consider joining my team. You can join as a hobbyist and enjoy a 20% discount. If you are a demonstrator and like my content, please support my channel by hitting like, share, leave a comment. It's free, but it does a lot for my business. This is Kat Chancellor for Stamp Art Connection, stampartconnection.com, wishing you a happy holidays and happy stamping.